Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have an official confirmation about Rise of the Ronin's multiplayer. Now, if you don't already know, I made a short video talking about Rise of the Ronin potentially having multiplayer because a buddy of mine noticed that on the PlayStation Store page, Rise of the Ronin did say, in fact, that it went up to 3 people. And now we actually have an official FAQ on the Rise of the Ronin store page or PlayStation website or whatever. So I did want to go through this very quickly with you guys. Is Rise of the Ronin a PS5 exclusive? Yes. Is it coming to PS4? No, which means that maybe this won't come to PC as well. It seems like Sony might be doubling down with Team Ninja and bought up an exclusivity deal. So we'll see what happens with that. Is Rise of the Ronin open world? They do say, yes, it is open world, but I'm still kind of on the fence and a bit concerned because despite them saying, yes, it's an open world game, what I've seen more recently with the trailers implies to me that it is following a very similar mission structure as Nioh. And there could be some tomfoolery going on here. Maybe I'm reading too deep into it. Maybe I'm just too cautious. Where you would go into a mission and then that mission is open world rather than Nioh being a more linear Souls-like experience. But hopefully it's full-on open world and I'm just a crazy person. Is there character creator? Yes, apparently we will be able to fully customize our character's face, body shape, hair, and voice. So that's going to be very interesting for a main storyline character to be fully customizable. Does Rise of the Ronin have multiplayer? Yes, it does. You can play with up to 3 people in online story missions in co-op. So that again kind of bolsters the idea of story missions being, you know, structured and not like open world exploration. Maybe it's that the open world is single player only, but then the missions, so similar to, you know, doing like an actual story quest, those are going to be co-op only, which kind of sucks. I really do hope that it has open world co-op because I feel like that's something that I really like. We're desperately missing more open world co-op games, but it says you're gonna need PS Plus and there is no PvP, which might be surprising to some people coming from Nioh and Wulong, which obviously have PvP, but for an open world game, it doesn't make sense for them to have PvP. They also go into a little bit more detail with the difficulty. So they say that Rise of the Ronin does include easy, normal, and hard, which we kind of already knew up to this point, but it's nice to get a full confirmation. The difficulties can be changed at any time, and the Dawn difficulty unlocks additional settings. So you can actually increase health recovery from medicine and reduce ki loss from attacks, which ki I assume is gonna be your stagger meter or something. I'm gonna be full transparent with you guys. I'm probably gonna be playing this game on easy mode because Team Ninja's difficulty scaling is not like, there are very rarely any games that I'll play on max difficulty because higher difficulty usually just means enemies are spongier and you die quicker, right? In games like Ghost of Tsushima, it's an actual like proper difficulty where enemies will one-shot you, but you one-shot them, like a realistic mode of sorts. I will crank to that difficulty no matter what. But in a game like this where the enemies are probably just gonna be more spongy, I'll probably just play it on easy mode. But I'm curious to see how the multiplayer is going to end up playing out. I might have to convince one of my buddies to get this game, but there's so much about Rise of the Ronin that I'm still kind of on the fence about. Like, it seems like a match made in heaven. Team Ninja creating an open world Ghost of Tsushima inspired RPG. Like, hell yeah, I'm totally down for that. The more recent trailers already did confirm that there is gonna be different loot tables. So you'll be able to actually like grind for gear that is going to have higher stat values, which can be something that dissuades a lot of people, but for me, I love grindy stuff. However, the main thing that I'm concerned about with this game is everything that I've seen gameplay-wise has not been super promising, and Team Ninja's experience with Nioh and Wulong, I hated those games. Those games click for some people, especially Nioh, but Wulong kind of died off pretty quick. And as much as I did play halfway through Nioh with a buddy of mine, I just don't like the combat because I found it to be overly technical rather than just being straight and to the point, like a game like Ghost of Tsushima again. But anyways, that's just my own opinions towards it. Obviously, I am excited for this game and I'm going to do a full playthrough. It's just that I'm kind of cautiously optimistic in getting my hopes up. So I'm looking forward to playing it when it comes out. You can subscribe to see that if you guys want. I'm going to be playing it day and day when it releases March 22nd.